And we're going to start the record. And there we go. So, we should be recording this. Oops. Alright, first bans and picks coming out of here. Guys, let me know in the chat if there's any stream issues or anything like that, since I literally did a fast stream whip-up thing. Seems to be happening more and more often, where stop whatever I'm doing and swing on to cast a game, so. Alright, so we can cast the game here. Sorry, I'm getting a little off track. I'm going to keep the web chat up. If you guys want to talk to me, that's gg.dotacast in the QuakeNet IRC channel. Or if you go to the owned stream site, you can press the join chat button and hop on in with us and talk about the game. So it's pretty fun to do that. First bans, Shadow Demon, Invoker, Ancient Apparition. Second round is, the other team bans a Weaver, Broodmother, Lycan. GosuRay first pick is going to be a Windrunner and Dami. Actually, I'm sorry guys, I don't know which team is which here. Hopefully they have clan tags. Alright, PDI is obviously the Scourge team, and UE is the Sentinel team. So UE won the game 1. They informed me of this. I wasn't actually watching it. I was watching MLG. But UE pulled out the first win here, so they just need one more win to win this best of 3 here, and we'll see if PDI can hold them off. Alright, so no new picks quite yet. GosuRay taking his time here. We'll see if he picks up some support heroes. I'm looking at maybe a Vengeful Spirit, Earthshaker, something like that. One of those two I borderline guarantee will get picked up in this first round. Trying to think of any Imba heroes not in the pool currently. Anti-Mage is still in the pool, so we may see Anti-Mage or Spectre is the main two that I'm going to be looking at. But PDI is going to pick up a Beastmaster right off the bat. Wasn't quite expecting that. Yes, guys, I am beast streaming right now. I have like a super good upload rate. I believe the only thing that's holding Charms down is his computer. I actually have a good computer, and I have a good video quality, or good upload speed. So I'm basically like full HD, etc. Like 2 megabyte per second cap. Let me know if there's any problems. I did a couple settings changes this afternoon before I started the easy style game, so I'm not completely guaranteed that everything's happy, but everybody seems pretty happy already. Okay, so last pick is going to be a Night Stalker coming out of GosuRay, and the final pick coming out of UE is going to be that Anti-Mage. So Anti-Mage did make it through the first round. I honestly have not seen an Anti-Mage game in quite a while, except for Dota 2. He gets played all the time in Dota 2, which is quite frustrating to play against, let me tell you. But he most commonly does get banned out of first round, so pretty surprised that he did actually make it in here. And UE is going to pick that up and hopefully pull him to success. So they may be doing Lich solo. Clockwork obviously going to be solo, but we'll see where the tri-lane's going to go. They could put the Lich in the tri-lane, of course. It'll kind of depend on what PDI goes for in a lot of ways. Because they're probably going to want to put the Lich where the carry ends up being, if PDI goes for a heavy carry strategy. Since they do have an Anti-Mage, though, they're pretty much already going for a turtle farm strat. And PDI is they may go for a heavy ganking strat, and this is mostly given away by the fact that they picked up Rexxar and Night Stalker in that first round. So I'm going to expect they're going to probably go mostly gank, or at the very least, if they do get a carry, it's going to be another semi-carry. They may do like a Windrunner, Night Stalker, or third semi-carry, but I think a team fight might fit most nicely into their setup, and Dami reflects that by banning the Enigma, but most importantly banning the Spectre, because they're worried about a Spectre versus an Anti-Mage. So we'll see what they end up going for. They still have some options in their builds. I love people picking stuff like that, or picking the way that PDI is picking. I really think it gives you a huge advantage, where you don't pick your last hero until the last one. They are going for a heavy gank strategy, and that was kind of given away, like I said, because of the Rexxar Night Stalker, but they're set in their ways now. And Dami very wisely is going to pick up a Furion, so all they have to do is get Furion to 6, you can start popping those ultis, and that will slowly push back the map. So assuming they can hold this in the mid game, I think the Sentinel team UE is going to be able to pull out a win here, but it's all going to come down to PDI's coordination and how effective their ganks can be. So we'll see how that ends up working. So the last pick is going to be a Venomancer, another counter push hero with obviously very good support. So it's going to be the last pick for UA. And we can go over the players. Tell me your wish playing the Magina here. Dami playing the Furion. Venomancer playing the Venomancer playing the Venomancer. ESAA playing the Venomancer. Firerig 4DR playing the Clockwork Goblin. Unless that's supposed to be like AD something. Nope, they swapped. Now I'm confused. Might be ADR. Who knows? I'm sure you guys know, but I do not know. I'm sorry, I don't follow these teams very well. At least not some of the up-and-coming GosuCup teams. I know they're a very good team. I heard they were the best team in Brazil. So, and it's peak time. Is that the only person I missed? Yeah, it's peak time. Is the only other player on the UE that I did not spot out. So Furion actually doing a lot of scouting already. TP's immediately. He's going to drop the Observer Ward down. This will stop the creep pulling. It's going to be very nice. And for the Scourge team, PDI, Draken going to be playing the Vengeful Spirit. Gosu Ray playing the Crystal Maiden. He was the team captain. Beal playing the Night Stalker. The Windrunner being played by K, and on the mid lane is the Rexar played by Mistco, I guess. Mestco? Something like that. Clockwork Goblin swinging in the top lane. He will be soloing the long lane. They are going to put the Night Stalker top, apparently. Give him a lot of support from the Crystal Maiden and the Venge. Hopefully getting kills. We'll see. It all kind of depends on how overly aggressive the Clockwork gets. That kind of change how this ends up working. And the mid lane is going to be an anti-mage Lich, so Lich will be denying creeps. Rexar will not get a lot of farm, and bot lane is going to be a Windrunner soloing the long lane against a Venomancer. And just a Venomancer. Furion's going to be in the jungle here. He's going to get a lot of farm. I really like the lanes for the Sentinel team. I think their lanes are really, really, really good, honestly. I mean, Clockwork's going to be unlikely to be ganked here. Well, alright. He's likely to be attempted to be ganked, but if he's playing smart, he's going to tower hug. He's not going to go past this mark. And it's going to be unlikely for Crystal Maiden and Venge to get a kill as a result. So if he plays smart, which is oftentimes the downfall of a Clockwork soloing top, is, I mean, he really doesn't need to get ganked a lot. I mean, Balinar's going to get free farm, but it's Balinar, you know, it's not like an Anti-Mage or something. So we'll see how this goes. And Anti-Mage Lich are going to be really aggressive on the mid lane. Anti-Mage is going to have an awesome time farming, but the downside is he doesn't get quite as many levels, but he's laning against a Beastmaster. So they're calling second. And they still haven't paused it. There it goes. Game being paused. 4 CS on the Anti-Mage so far. I mean, it's early in the game, but anytime there's a pause, might as well go for it. 5 and 4 on the Night Stalker, 3 and 2 on the Windrunner, and 3 and 1 on the Beastmaster. So that's how we're going to do it this game. But yeah, I really like the lanes for the Sentinel team. I think they're really, really, really cost effective is probably the best way to call it. If you're having trouble watching the stream, lower the quality. Okay. Alright, so chase on the Windrunner. Wow, almost getting a kill here. This was a solo Venomancer. Here comes the Furion. This is going to guarantee the kill. Really nicely done. First kill by UE here. Pulling off a kill. Clockwork Goblin may be in some trouble, and there's the Void. I think Clockwork Goblin's going to go down with a couple of hits here. Oh, the Salve almost keeps him alive. The Stout Shield not quite enough. And game quickly gets evened up 1-1, and I know the Scourge team has got to be sad that they were not the ones to get the first blood over the Sentinel team UE. That's a 200 gold advantage that they just lost, but at the very least they did kill the Clockwork Goblin. He's being way too aggressive, thought he was ready to get some EXP, but did not actually pull it out. Lich and the Anti-Mage on the mid lane now. And they've still been there, of course. Quelling and Stout Shield on that Anti-Mage. Just one tango, but he's going to be farming up that Ring of Health quite fast here. Diving a little bit on the bot lane again. This Windrunner is just apparently outlaning the Venomancer's outlaning the Windrunner here. He's got a fast boots here, lots of GGs, and doing some good Gale harass. I mean, really putting a lot of hurt on the Windrunner here. I don't know if he's just getting outplayed or what. I'll have to watch the lane for a little bit here, while keeping my eyes on the map. Clockwork still playing really, really defensive. Hasn't gotten one bit of EXP yet, and he died for it. That is rough. That's what kind of sucks about playing Clockwork on the top lane. It's like, well, say goodbye to your EXP. I mean, you can maybe get farm if you're good at launching rockets and getting CS like that, but damn, not a fun lane to play, that's for sure. Anti-Mage popping level 3 here. Lich still supporting him. Rexxar has to be pretty careful here, but he definitely isn't going to have a lot of options to get CS. Although there he did actually get a deny, surprisingly. Windrunner backing up once again. He is level 3 now. Clockwork going to the bot lane. I think they're just going to give up on top lane. I mean, they're not pulling here, but he's keeping the creep equilibrium. And as a result, I mean, it's like, well, he could just stand top lane all day and shoot rockets, but realistically, like, giving a Night Stalker a lot of farm, it's going to be problematic in the next, like, 2 or 3 minutes. But for now, you know, whatever. They may try to outplay this. It's going to be a little weird because Balinar's going to be really, really strong in 3 minutes when he starts ganking. He's definitely going to have boots. He might even have treads, which would be kind of ridiculous. Treads earn ganking Night Stalker. You can't really hope for anything better than that. And with that Crippling Fear, he may be able to get some kills off on Anti-Mage. It's going to be a little tough because Lich is going to be there, obviously. Especially Fast Frost Armor would make a really, really big difference in getting Anti-Mage some good survivability. But we'll see how that ends up working. They did a double pull here, very nicely done. And he drops down the Gale to just do some good AoE damage. Venomancer taking a lot of HP damage. Illusion for the Windrunner. He may use one of these to bait it out, but Clockwork Goblin is now just soloing the bot lane. And Venomancer has been basically just put into a support role. He's already got the boots, though, and quite a bit of gold in the bank. 800 gold here. So this is actually a pretty cool strategy that UA just pulled out here. Swing the Clockwork to the bot lane, get him some EXP, and the best part is Windrunner's already semi-shut down, so now Clockwork's on an even footing. That's the coolest part about this. Oh my god, is that like a triple pull? Man, that is so cool. I gotta learn how to do that. Seriously, I need to learn how to do that. That is so cool. Clockwork Goblin continuing to launch rockets, getting that CS whenever he can. And top is just free farm. Vengeful Spirit's still here, but this is kind of a mistake. I mean, honestly, he needs to be... He can't pull creeps, but like... I feel like he should be doing something else. He's jacking EXP from the Night Stalker when it does become nighttime. I don't even know if he's gonna be level 6, and whether or not he has treads and earn, will he be able to get a kill? Who knows? Chasing on the Beastmaster still. He's out of mana completely. A couple hit-ups here, and there we go. Anti-Mage is going to last him one more hit, and he's going to go down. But will he juke properly? There's the blink. Needs one more hit finally. He's still a little faster than the Rexxar, and there he does get the kill finally. Takes a lot of damage from the tower, but still worth it for that extra 225 gold, not to mention the EXP. Looks like Windrunner got a kill on the Clockwork Goblin down there. Pings himself 11, 11, 11, trying to blame lag, but perhaps he did lag. But not when he pinged. It makes himself look like trying to blame the internet when it was not at all the fact. Apparently, unless he had like a mega spike right before the case. And there's that Treads Urn of Shadows coming out of the Night Stalker. Continuing his farm up. Vengeful Spear now level 4. It hasn't even tried ganking mid. I think that's fine, realistically, because Rexxar is not going to be able to get a gank off. Like, Rexxar with Roam Venge is not going to be able to kill an Anti-Mage Lich. You're just going to give you the possibility of maybe losing a Venge. So, but I could maybe see Crystal Maiden Venge roaming in the bottom jungle. I think that would be really cool. I mean, Furion, you can tell right now, obviously, he's quite low in HP, but realistically, he's not very strong early in the lane, so I think you could maybe get a gank off there. More axes coming down to do damage to the Anti-Mage, but we have a bottle now in the Beastmaster. It's going to help him do a lot more in terms of his lane. Balinar level 5 now. He's just continuing to farm. He's actually not ganking quite yet. It just became night. We'll see if they dive on the top lane. It may happen. It's going to be Venomancer here. He's got his Arcane Boots. His HP is quite low. He's putting a lot of Plague Wards up, and here comes the dive. He stayed a little bit too long. There's the Void. I'm pretty much going to die. He's going to be able to Gale ulti, but that's about it here. He's still escaping. Drops the Gale, trying to juke through the trees. Sentinel team is now coming to cover him, but beautiful Plague Ward. Oh my god, absolutely saved his life right there. Anti-Mage coming in. He's going to find the Night Stalker instead. Drains a little bit of mana, but now it's a deal. Who's going to get the supports? Crystal Maiden blinks out. Chasing after the Vengeful Spear, but she's down to one hit away. Pops the salve up. It's going to keep her up alive for just a little bit longer. Deny by the Plague Ward, and there's the axes. Going to almost kill the Venomancer. Vengeful Spirit's so low. Is Anti-Mage going to decide who does he want to go for? Needs hit, and there's the Frost Nova from the Lich, going to clean that kill. And Venomancer ends up surviving there. Now chasing after the Beastmaster. He does have boots, though. Anti-Mage has his Vanguard, but no boots on him. And Lich as well. He will drop the Frost Nova, but Not going to accomplish anything. So 3-2 right now. Very, very close. It's going quite good. Alright, so we can't rehost, so we're not doing saves here. They're playing on a different bot. So much like the easy style Waffle Fort game, we're just crossing our fingers in this battle for money here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Seems to be some discussion about tri-lanes here. Talking about the multiple junglers and things like that. I mean, the metagame is definitely changing, but I wouldn't say it's a preference necessarily to just how the way the game's going. I think it's just... Oops, I'm sorry, I apparently have my... Should just close. Much gonna die, he's gonna be able to gale. I can hear myself, there we go. Looks like it auto-played on the Ghost Gamers website, that was weird. Alright, so there's the Roar on the Clockwork Goblin, the gank coming from the Beastmaster. He's got the slow on him as well. Resummon the pets. He's not going to be able to accomplish anything though. He does end up going down. Furon was maybe going to TP in on that, but it would not have ended up saving him. So now it's 3-3. UE is tied up with PDI. Game is quite even. Anti-Mage does have his Vanguard though. Almost enough to get a Power Treads. Another 500 there. Night Stalker picks up his Ring of Health. Going to get his Vanguard immediately after this. And PDI is going to probably pick up a tower here. Doing a bunch of damage here. They may need another creep wave to finish it off. Doing a lot for now, but as soon as the next creep wave comes in, I think they're going to have a pretty good chance of picking that up unless Furon does end up ulting and dropping stuff. But in the meantime, he's on the top lane going for a fast medallion, surprisingly. Going for a hard support role. And it's going to allow him to push a little bit easier and, most importantly, jungle quite effectively. But Valinor coming in for the gank. There's the Void. We have not yet seen the Gale. He does silence him as well. He pops the medallion to maybe reduce his chance of killing Night Stalker. But I think in this case, all he did was help himself die faster. Venomancer ends up going down there. And the Scourge team pulling off a huge teamfight win, 3-5. Clockwork Goblin looking for a hook. He may just blind hook this. Is he going to land it? There's the rocket. It does enough damage. Oh my god, 12 HP and perfect hook. He lands it down. Clockwork Goblin gets that kill. Nicely done. Lich in the jungle with the Night Stalker needs probably 3 hits, but there's the stun. Chain stunning. They pick him off. Furon coming in. He's going to sprout onto that Night Stalker. Night Stalker will go down with that medallion. But Furon in some trouble now. He will spawn some Treants. These are going to do damage. Nice swap, and here comes the stun. Follow up. Definitely going to go down. Clockwork Goblin trying to finish up the Crystal Maiden. One more hit after that rocket there. He does need the hit, and he almost gets it off the ice block, and there he goes, gets the kill. Tower will finish him off with that Roar and the Avenge follow-up. He may have survived if Rexar didn't TP in there, but that's not how it ended up happening. So now Tower taking a lot of damage mid, lots of wards up with the Anti-Mage. He does have his boots now. Power Treads will be finished as soon as he gets the courier to him, undoubtedly. And Lich swinging mid. Night Stalker now pursuing after the Venomancer. He doesn't have any good regen. He does have some tangos though. He eats that power shot so close to dying, and they just want to deny it, and he does. Very nicely done by the Night Stalker. Denies that tower, and now it is 6-8 here. PDI in the lead. Even the Anti-Mage taking pretty good hits here from the Night Stalker. Wow, Windrunner very well farmed at this point, despite getting so shut down at the beginning by Venomancer. Getting very close to a mech, 300 gold away. And Night Stalker as well, hitting very hard. Going to pick up a Vitality booster, 1400 HP on him. He can be so aggressive. Clockwork Goblin, nothing to speak of. Just boots and a shield with some regen. It's not doing very good. That low farm on Clockwork Goblin will make a big difference, considering Vengeful Spirit's going to be a little... Venge and Crystal Maiden basically are going to be a little bit more survivable, and Venge actually going for a fast Arcane Boots. This is kind of something that you do if you're super farmed on Venge. Realistically, looks like he just got a kill on the Lich. Night Stalker on the Lich on the mid, and PDI's actually... Their gank heavy lineup is working out really, really good right now. They're mostly all roaming. Nobody is really dedicating themselves to farm, and they may take out some outer towers and continue their ganking. Once these outer towers are gone, they're going to be able to run more paths across the map, and that'll make a huge difference. And there is the shield pop. It's going to give some extra armor to all their dudes. That tower's going to go down. Double damage on the Beastmaster. Venge looking for a swap here. Not going to get it. Venomancer will run away. And the Scout Hawk, actually that's a PDI Scout Hawk, looking around. Furion's still jungling here, but he's really not very farmed. I mean, he got that fast medallion, but I really feel like it's not going to give up as much utility as maybe like a fast Handamitis or a Dagon would, in the long term at least. I mean, he has used it in team fights, but like against a Night Stalker who has very high HP and pretty high base armor realistically, all it's going to make you do is die faster to him. And Furion is going to be food for a Night Stalker. Why would you get a medallion, you know? I mean, it's hard to say. Maybe he makes it work in a lot of other games, but in this case, I don't know if it's the best decision. He will jungle fast, at the very least, so that he will have that benefit for sure. He's going to clear neutrals a lot faster. It will increase his farm rate. And that ulti right alone, getting him quite a bit of money. Night Stalker back on the top lane here. He will continue farming a lot of Sentinel heroes in the bot jungle. Clockwork Goblin farming up a major item. He doesn't look so pathetic anymore. He does have his arcane boots. Lots of TP scrolls on him as well, and they may want to try to push this bot tower, but Rexar will be there with axes to defend. There's the medallion being popped down. And there the axes come through doing so much damage. They are so rough. Anti-Mage farm in the mid lane. Picks up another Ring of Health here. Wow, what is he going for? Oh yeah, Battle Fury, duh. Wow, sometimes I say noob things, and that was one of those times. Lots of wards. Looking to take this tower here. It's getting low, 30% HP. Creeps are pushing, but Axe is still flowing out. His mana levels are quite high because of this mana boost from the Vengeful Spirit, and he's actually got a wand as well. There's the swap. There's the stun of the Furion, and once again he pops the medallion right before he dies, man. Like, oh, I don't get why he does that. Rexar taking a lot of damage. That Chain Frost absolutely dominates. Does finally get the Rexar. I don't think that hit a single creep. Going on the Venomancer now. He wants his kill. It's a little dangerous running into a Venomancer. He tries to tree himself in, but he's not going to get it. There's the Shackle Shot. Taking a lot of damage here from that Urn. He does end up ulting. Only lands it on the Night Stalker. He's going to be absolutely fine. He will heal up from that. But man, why would Furion use that medallion? He gets in an absolute shit situation. Swapped into tower and physical damage. And he uses the medallion. It's just going to, like, you're just greater the chances of you dying. Like, maybe he could have ran back. But dude, you're like, he's just, I really feel like he's misusing it, honestly. I know these are very, very good players, but he keeps popping that in situations where he's about to die or when he's being chased. And that's not the time you want to use it. You want to use it when you're being aggressive on somebody. Alright, Anti-Mage on the top lane, still farming. No treads for him. He's apparently content going to go for a super fast Battle Fury. Doesn't want treads first. It's going to increase his farming rate a lot earlier, so that's one really, really smart thing about this here. He gets plus 21 damage, which is a lot more than just treads, of course. 8 plus the attack speed. And the faster he gets the Battle Fury, the faster his farm gets ridiculous, is basically what's going to happen. And his base agility gain is really not that bad. So he can get pretty good farm at some point. There's a drop, apparently. And he has reconnected. Thank you, RGC. Gosu Ray, that was the Vengeful, or the Crystal Maiden. So that is one reason why the Vengeful Spirit did end up going for that Arcane Boots. Sentinel team being very nice, asking if they want to pause. Waiting until he's not lagging anymore. He's just a Crystal Maiden though. Magic Wand with the Bracer. A lot of support items. Surprisingly with Clarity Potions this late in the game. Though it is pretty easy to blow the mana pool of Crystal Maiden, I must say. Especially if you get your ulti. Gonna have a team fight in a second here. Looks like he is still really, really high. Everybody else pretty good though. It's a pretty huge delay. It's gonna be hard to team fight that. Anti-Mage finishing his Perseverance. He does have his Claymore. 1,000 gold away from his Battle Fury. He's gonna have like an 18-minute Battle Fury. That's gonna be ridiculous. Run into the jungle and just clear creep waves. Still not find anybody. They will clean up the venomous wards, the plague wards, sorry. And Clockwork Goblin about 875 away from getting his Vanguard. Furion now pushing the bottom lane. He's got 2k gold. We'll see what he picks up for his next item. But he does see the TP. It's going to be a Balinar, and yeah, no chance that he would be able to survive against a Balinar. You have to worry about Crippling Fear. You have to worry about Void Mini Stun. And he will retreat back into the jungle, bringing his Treants with. Rocket's going to slow the push on the top lane. PDI still in the advantage, 7-12. And here comes some initiation. We're going to see a Chain Frost. It does drop down. Rexar does ulti, but it's going to bounce around, doing a lot of damage. Rexar gets quite low, but does not. He does get picked off. AM picks it up, gets a double kill there. Did not have his broadsword before, but he definitely has the money for it now. Still 200 away, but getting very close. Vengeful Spirits can possibly TP out here. Will they see it? Oh, it does not get the stun off quite fast enough. I don't know if they actually had cooldown or not. Clockwork Goblin did not have an ulti, may not have had a battery assault. A huge teamfight win for UE right there. That's definitely going to put them into an extremely good spot, considering Smagina is literally this creep wave away from having a broadsword and therefore a Battle Fury and increasing the crap out of his farm. I mean, once he gets that Battle Fury, he just needs to pick up a Manta, and I would argue to say that Scourge team is going to be ready to lose the game, to be completely honest. They needed to get a lot more ganks off than that. They have a Necro 1 on the Beastmaster, which is so good for pushing. But now they're going to be able to take this tower most likely. Broadsword is on the way. Tower has been fortified. There's going to be a TP in. Lots of TPs in. TP ins. No stun from the Rexar. He's not quite fast enough, and they're going to actually defend this. Will they deny the tower? They do not get it. The Treants get the kill. Such a huge swing there. Yet again. Wow, UE just getting a huge boost. Destroying that tower that was about to be denied. 500 gold spread across the entire team. Not to mention the bonus 250 about that Furion got from that. That is so big. Now what is he going to pick up this game? Still has not spent his money. It's somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's a Mystic Staff. He's going to go for a really fast Sheep Stick here. TPing in. Going to be doing some pushing in the meantime. He does get his Mystic Staff transferred to him. Extra 25 damage here. Illusions in the jungle, scouting things out. And AM on the bot lane, farming now with his Battle Fury, attacking every chance he gets. Gonna try to push on this bot tower if he can. Just about close enough for his treads. Scourge team swings to the mid lane to defend that push. Now Sentinel team will be pushing bot lane. Venomancer with the headdress, Arcane Boots. Clockwork Goblin. Lich here as well. Does Lich have his ulti? He does just get his ulti. Furion ulti also very close. Sentinel team's going to back off. Very wise to do. They don't want to force a team fight here. They have the advantage by having the hard carry and not be and the fact that they are not absolutely being stomped right now. Only 3 kills behind PDI. UE just needs to win one game here, and they're going to be able to take the series. Windrunner going for a 4-staff next. It always looks so deceptive. You look at these two items and you're like, oh my god, he's getting a Dagon, but there's no way he's going to get a Dagon against a AM. That would be absolutely stupid. I don't believe there would be a better way to throw your money away. Blade Mail now on the Night Stalker. Very interesting pickup. We almost always see a really fast Aghanims pickup, but I think this is really cool. It gives him a lot of options against the AM. Night Stalker on the mid lane now. Beastmaster, Vengeful Spirit with that Windrunner. Windrunner purchasing a Animal Courier. Cool. Puts it on the Crow. Must have been a misclick or something. I'm pretty confused. Yes, an extra Animal Courier to drop that in the enemy base when you're beating them, but Lich gets chain stunned here, and Fear does not get his ulti off. That is a huge pickup for the Scourge team there. Swinging into that kill. No Chain Frost for the next battle, and they may be able to take next tower. This could be the small advantage that they need to maybe get closer to pulling out a win this game. Beastmaster spawns his little dudes, Necronomicon Warriors, and fortunately they lose the aura right off the bat. Not a huge deal, only a Necro level 1. Clockwork will continue to do rockets. We may see a swap off. They're looking for it. Does not get it. He's not a level 11 yet. Needs level 11 for the extra range, and wow, does Night Stalker attack fast now. I mean, Blade Mail is actually a very, very good item for Night Stalker. Realistically, 22 damage, armor by 5, and it gives you 10 intelligence. And generally, Night Stalker is lacking mana pool a little bit. This is like, I mean, I would argue this is like a perfect game. Our perfect item. Huge Shackle Shot and a swap. Venge Lich gets up and immediately dies once again here. Such a big play, and UE is looking to be in a lot of trouble. Clockwork Goblin's going to get nuked down here, and they may be able to take a Rax here in the next 3 or 4 minutes. It all depends on whether or not this tower will drop, but it's taking so much damage from the Night Stalker here. This is such a huge deal. UE coming in. It's going to be the Venomancer defending. He's going to drop some wards down, possibly do a Gale ultimate combo, but he has to wait for the rest of the team. Anti-Mage so close for his Manta, or his Yasha, sorry, but this is not the situation that UE wanted to get in. They're going to lose the Rax any second here. There's the Roar. We're going to get some chain stuns, and there it is. Anti-Mage gets nuked down, doesn't even get to start in the team fight there. A little bit too far forward. The Chain Frost finally lands, but they lose the Rax. This is looking so bad for UE right now. Vengeful Spirit going to TP out Crystal Maiden, Windrunner as well. They pull the melee Rax. They kill the enemy team, and Furion actually goes for a really fast Shivas here. Very interesting. Almost always see a super fast Sheepstick. Boosts up his armor, which makes his medallion more useful, so he's not putting himself in so much danger. Gives the enemy team a minus 25% attack speed aura, which is really nice against that Balinar. And most importantly, the 200 AoE damage nuke. So I think this is really cool. It's going to give him a lot more survivability. He doesn't have to worry about dying quite as much, and it benefits him, that medallion. So a very interesting support item choice. I mean, you should look at Shiva's Guard as a support item. And it still does increase his damage. Not by a major amount. Sheepstick obviously increases it more. Gives you 35 int and 10 agility, which is going to increase your attack damage a lot more. But it's still a really cool item. The aura is not to be underestimated. That 25% attack speed can really make a big difference. I was really confused for a second. That ghost died, and I was like, is there a Queen of Pain in this game? That sounded like Queen of Pain just doing a Scream of Pain, and Lich actually doing some counter warding here. Picks up a regen, but he does get swapped. Level 2 swap. There's the first stun, and wow, did he take a crap load of damage. Oh my god, it looked like he was an illusion. He has literally crap items as far as I'm aware. Yeah, he has nothing. He has boots. He has 0 plus HP. No wonder he keeps dying, and these team fights have just been not going good for him. Wow. Windrunner hitting really hard, especially with that Command Aura. And the Inner Beast as well. It's another bonus thing that they're going for this game. I have seen a similar strategy, except coming with a Luna for a carry. It was very weird, but this game we see a Beastmaster coupled with the Venge, which is such a nice combo. Gives you the damage bonus, gives you the attack speed, and really makes your carries a lot more effective than they would normally be, which is why this Night Stalker was attacking so fast. And Night Stalker, essentially with these auras, is as powerful as a carry right now, which is very, very important to point out. And this may be the power that PDI needs to pull this game. I think they're looking extremely strong right now, despite that Magina not getting shut down early game. Those auras are making a huge difference. There's the swap going on. It's going to be the Lich. He gets picked off again. Still no Chain Frost from him. Literally the biggest person making a mistake or that needs to stop getting killed is that Lich. Furion going to get picked off. He does not get the Sprout off. The Urn will get the kill, though. He does get that kill. But Magina coming back, actually picking up a double here. Getting a triple kill. Now going to be going after the Night Stalker. He does not have Blade Mail quite yet. He's going to be doing some blocking on him. Needs to get a Gale off before he can really attack hard. Such good blocking coming out of the Magina. And he misses the Gale. That is so huge. Pops the Blade Mail. Going to be going head to head with the Clockwork Goblin. He tries to blink him, but he does get picked up. Anyways, wow. If he didn't get cogged in there, I would be like, oh my god, he's going to survive. Just dodged a Gale. Sloppy Gale from the Venomancer, but they still end up getting the kill. And I love Veno's items. This is seriously the item build to go. Arcane Boots, Wand, support item. Mechanism or Pipe, pick one, go for it. It's the way to build a Venomancer. And Anti-Mage now getting closer to his Manta. This game is so close, 15 to 20. Way closer than all of the other games we've watched so far. Lich actually can pop a Chain Frost on the creep wave. The team fight just ended. It's unlikely they're going to have another team fight soon. And that's actually a level 1 ulti, so 140-second cooldown. Arguably a bad decision, but he does get some much-needed gold for the first time in the game. He does have a bracer now, but yeah, he's been so squishy. He really needs to tank up. He keeps getting swapped, and since Venge is such a high level in comparison to him, can do that epic long-range swap. I believe it's 900 range, which is definitely longer than most people expect. Anti-Mage actually level 17 here. Such a huge level, picking up a lot of kills that last fight. Maybe going for a Roshan attempt. Not quite sure, though. Django on the Crystal Maiden, he's pretty farmed here. Beastmaster on the top now. He does have a Necro 3. Picking up a Chainmail. Going to go for a Medallion next, I expect. Increase the burst damage of his Necro 3. And, of course, his Axe's damage bonus. Night Stalker with that Mithril Hammer. Possibly going for a BKB afterwards. Or a Stygian Desolator. It's also a possibility. Realistically, that would be a really good choice. a really good choice. He's got the blade mail, so technically he wants to take damage. If he's got a Stygian, he's going to do minus armor, which is going to take down that anti-mage even faster. So I think this is a really cool idea. But the glyph being popped, Rexar going to try to hold it off while his team smokes in, and here comes the team fight. There's the roar, goes down. There's a swap as well. He's put in a lot of danger. There's the stun. Follow-ups, but I feel like that swap was a little unfortunate. The slow on the anti-mage, though, he just barely blinks out. Nice mech from the allies. So much stuff going on. Venomous Gale. Venomancer ulti lands on a ton of people, and Prophet taking a lot of debuffs. He picks up some phase boots, surprisingly. Anti-mage blinks out once again, very low HP, and Night Stalker still chasing. There's the slow. There's the fear. He needs to hit a few hits on him. He does the earn as well. Will he be able to blink out in time? It's going to be so close. I think he's going to get it unless we see a void. Oh, God, he blinks. He just barely blinks, and the Furion does tree him to TP out. Actually, they're going to be going on this Balinar here. He is going to get the kill on the Furion, or is he? Nice job by that Clockwork Goblin, separating, and holy crap, UE pulls out there, gets a full swing, picks out 3 enemy heroes, not including any supports that immediately died there, and they didn't lose anybody, and that is so huge. Such an epic game so far. Going for the Roshan immediately afterwards. There's still 2 heroes dead here. Anti-mage does not have lifesteal yet, but there is an allied mech. And there's Manta is now completed, giving him more HP, more attack damage, and then Rocket's going to spot out the Windrunner. We'll see if he power shots through this. It's going to be pretty close to getting the shot. Here it comes. Oh, pretty close. And then the immediate hook shot from the Clockwork Goblin as soon as that was done. And wow. Okay. Okay. I was like, boy, did she die fast. And then she was over here. Was that a swap or something? That was legitimately not a swap. That was just like Cogs going crazy and sending Windrunner all the way to the Roshan pit. And now UA, the shoe's on the other foot, man. 19 to 20 here. They had a really good team fight at the bot lane. They did lose that melee Rex, but they just may be able to pick up. No, they're actually going to back off. A lot of people dead. Understandable. Go back to farm, especially when the anti-mage has that Manta finished with his Battle Fury. His farm levels are going to be ridiculous now. Battle Fury is such the beast farm item on melee heroes. Let's look at some CS while we're waiting here. 68 on the Furion with 72 neutrals. He's farming quite good. He has a Mask of Madness or a Mask of Death right now, just the base component. 70 CS on the Clockwork Goblin. 157 on that Anti-Mage with 35 neutrals. Venomancer at 68 and 12. Lich at 13 and 8, nothing to speak of. And for the Scourge team, 110 on the Night Stalker. We have 91 on the Windrunner and 114 on the Beastmaster. He's farming quite well. He does have that medallion now. I did spot. And Windrunner still not... Okay, he does have a 4 staff. He's got another Staff of Wizardry. He may be getting a Cyclone Stick, I could see. Not a bad decision against an Anti-Mage. It's such a pain in the ass to kill him. Why not just send him into the air for 2.5 seconds? I think that would be pretty cool. There's the swap. They're going to kill this Lich before he even gets his stuff off. Once again, there's the Roar. And here comes the Venge Stun. He does get killed. It was so close. He almost cast it there. He was trying to get it off. Nice. He put the fear on the Anti-Mage, but he Manta splits it right off there. Pops his Blade Mail, but it's kind of rough. Venomancer ultis. Crystal Maiden ultis. I just heard an Anti-Mage ulti as well. The axes come through to pick him off. Windrunner very, very low HP, but he does get killed by that Cog there. And now the Sentinel team chasing Aghanim Scepter, finish on the Clockwork Goblin. Rexar will try to TP out here. Are they going to get him? They does not. He TP's out. And UE wins another team fight there, losing 1 hero for 3. That was Lich getting picked off. Literally, Lich is like, he is an Ultor right now. He literally just eats Beastmaster ulti. He eats the swap, and then he dies. And that is, the sad part is, that's arguably really effective. Like, he's like actually contributing something by throwing his life, getting his life thrown away. It's not necessarily his fault. Like, they're definitely targeting him. They don't want to fight that Chain Frost, but it is pretty amazing the fact that, you know, their team is still winning that despite Lich never getting to drop a Chain Frost except for on neutral creeps. Venomancer and the Prophet. He does have a Vlad's use that Mask of Death to get the lifesteal for the Anti-Mage. This is making a big difference. Going to be a lot easier for Anti-Mage to go toe-to-toe with any enemy carries. And most importantly, this is a crap load of armor. So much armor buff for the pushing team. They will pick off the Spirit Tower in short order. Anti-Mage gets another item. It's going to be a TP scroll, nothing too fantastic. And the mini stun gets blocked off by the Manta. There's the stun from the Vengeful Spirit, and they will do some chain stun. He gets ice blocked in, but these illusions doing so much damage, they're going to pick off the Crystal Maiden. No, they don't. They get Miss Micro, and the Chain Frost actually comes in for a team fight here. Does pretty good damage. Crystal Maiden gonna get picked off from the Venomancer. Furon will chase this. And Anti-Mage lost his Aegis, but he's back to full HP, and they're going to finally take a Rax here. 24-21. 32 minutes into the game. The Creeps will try to kill the Lich, but he does get mech'd up, and I think that's it for the Necro 3 Warrior, who wants to pick off the kill. He takes a lot of damage. I think that was Clockwork Goblin, actually. I'm surprised it didn't do more damage. It does about 800 pure, as far as I'm aware. And the Rax does drop. Clockwork ulti's in. He's going to trap in the Venomancer, or I'm sorry, the Venge and the Windrunner, but they both have Force Staffs, getting themselves out of danger here. And there's the swap to keep the Windrunner alive, trading himself for the Vengeful Spirit. He's playing such a good game here. Nice Shackle shot, but Clockwork Goblin's going to be fine from this, I'm pretty sure. Windrunner might still end up going down. He does get treed in. We'll see if he Windrunners. He's just going to TP out. Very nice decision, but the Clockwork comes back in and disables the stun, or disables the TP. Holy crap, such good play coming out of UE. Such a crazy game. Pretty safe to say UE is going to pull out the set here, but holy crap, did PDI get close. Such good Dota being played today. This was obscenely close, hooking onto the Night Stalker now, going for the kill there. And they just weren't able to pull out that early game ganking advantage. It was so close, but they let the Anti-Mage be the enemy carry, and he's just such a bastard of a carry. Picks up the Reaver, going to be going for a heart next. But this game is over. UE is going to pull out the win. PDI is going to call a good game, and PDIK, man, they're leaving. They're not even calling good game here. That's, well, Venomancer left as well. And there we go. Good game, well played being called. Such a good game, guys. UE pulls out the win against PDI, and we're not going to see a game 3. That is the end of the set. Super well played. Cool strategy. Furon ended up contributing pretty good with the Shiva's phase and the Vladimir's offering. Anti-Mage was able to get a lot of farm up. And even Venomancer as well. Such good items. Can go for a pipe next, I expect. So really fun to cast, guys. Thanks for the heads up. I'm glad you guys got to watch this with me. Such a good replay. That was a really, really high-paced game. 30, what was that, 51 kills in 34 minutes. That is pretty damn good, I must say. And my name is Purge, guys. I'm a Ghost Gamers caster. Thank you for giving me the heads up about this game. Happy to cast it, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. UE, the Brazilian team, is going to move on here, defeating PDI, the Peruvian team. And I think that's it for the cast tonight. I don't believe there's any more games. Let me just save the replay up. If you guys want to see more from me, this is PDI Game 2. If you want to see more from me, go check out my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/PurgeGamers. I don't have a ton of games casted. It's mostly first-person Dota 2 commentary, but I do have a Easy Style versus EMC show match up there. If you guys want to watch more casting from me, that was a really cool Dota 2 show match that I was lucky enough to catch. So go check that out. I think it's probably 6 videos down if you want to see that. But until then, guys, I'll see you guys next stream. Thank you for watching. This was the Roccat GosuCup number 4.